So dear students, in our last section we have seen the design issues of decision tree induction, and in this section we will see the various methods for expressing the attribute test conditions. Now, as we have seen that decision tree is responsible for the pictorial representation, so we will see the various attributes and the methods that are used for expressing the attribute test condition. So decision tree induction algorithms must provide a method for expressing an attribute test condition and its corresponding outcomes for various different attribute types. So starting with the first, that is binary attributes. So as its name implies, it has two potentials. So the test condition for binary attribute generates two potential outcomes, as we can see in the given figure. So we can see the body temperature is the node, and according to that two potential are there, that is warm blooded and cold blooded. Now the next one is the nominal attributes. So as its name implies, it can have many values. So since a normal attribute can have many values, the test condition can be expressed in two ways, as we can see in the example. So for multi-way split, the number of outcomes depends on the number of distinct values for the corresponding attribute. Means, for example, if the attribute is such as what is the status, then it can have the value that is single, divorced or married, we can see over here. So the values are different, and according to that the test conditions gives us the three-way split, that is the nominal attributes. The third one is the ordinal attributes. So ordinal attributes, it can produce binary or multi-way splits. Means they are responsible for producing binary attributes as well as the nominal attributes. So since the ordinal attributes can produce binary or multi-way splits, they can be grouped as long as the grouping does not violate the order property of the attribute values. So we can see in the given example that the grouping is done. Means we are having the particular node at short size, so we have grouped them, that is small, medium and large, extra large. Means what we have done, we have splitted them in such a way that they are giving the potential in the group format, that is the ordinal attributes. And the next one is the continuous attributes. So the continuous attributes, it considers all possible ranges of continuous values. So the test condition can be expressed as a comparison test with the binary outcomes. Means we can consider the test condition as comparison test, and that comparison test gives us what? Binary outcomes or a range query. We can see over here. See here, the comparison is done and it is giving us the binary range, binary outcome and the range query. So we can see the decision tree algorithm consider all possible split positions. We can see over here there are various conditions or various splits where they are considering the comparison test and the binary outcome. So this is nothing but the various methods for expressing attribute test conditions, and by using these conditions we can split up the attribute test, that is binary, nominal, ordinal and continuous. In binary we can have the two outcomes. In nominal we can have many values, and we split in that in such a way that we can have the multiple values. In ordinal attributes it can produce binary and multi-way both, and in continuous attributes we can have the test condition which is expressed in the terms of comparison test with the binary outcomes. So these are the various methods that are used for expressing the attribute test conditions. In our next section we will see the ID3 classification algorithm, which is used for building the decision tree. Thank you.